How Stoics turn setbacks into strength. There comes a moment in every life when the ground beneath you seems to vanish. Plans unravel, dreams shatter, and the future you imagine slips like sand through your fingers. A missed promotion, a failed relationship, a health scare, a sudden betrayal. Life has a way of testing us, and when it does, it can leave us feeling powerless, defeated, and broken. But what if I'd told you that these moments, painful, disorienting, unfair as they feel, are the very moments that forge the strongest version of yourself? The Stoics knew this. They did not seek a life without hardship. They sought to transform hardship into strength, setbacks into wisdom, and suffering into a teacher. Today we'll explore the Stoic way of turning life's blows into your greatest advantage. Understanding setbacks. Setbacks are inevitable. Life is unpredictable, chaotic, and often unfair. The Stoics understood that no amount of planning or effort can prevent misfortune from arriving. Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome and one of history's greatest Stoic thinkers, faced war, disease, betrayal, and personal loss. But he turned each challenge into an opportunity for growth. The first step in transforming a setback is to see it clearly. Do not deny it. Do not exaggerate it. Do not attach shame or fear. Stoicism teaches that the world is indifferent to our desires. It does not act with malice, but it does not bend to our will. Epictetus, once a slave who rose to become a renowned Stoic teacher, said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Your setback is neutral. What makes it a tragedy or a triumph is your response. Do you see it as a wall blocking your path, or a mirror reflecting the inner strength you have yet to uncover? The power of perspective. Stoics train themselves to shift perspective. A setback is never just an obstacle. It is a lesson waiting to be learned, a chance to cultivate resilience, courage, and wisdom. Consider a modern example, a failed project at work. On the surface, it feels like a loss, a mark against your competence. But from a Stoic viewpoint, it is evidence. Evidence of your willingness to act, of your capacity to take risks, and of the lessons that failure offers for future attempts. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Every obstacle carries the seeds of progress. Every difficulty carries the blueprint of mastery. The Stoics call this mindset, the obstacle is the way. When life pushes you back, lean in, examine the setback, dissect it, and ask, what can I learn? How can I grow? How can I turn this into an advantage? Control and acceptance. A setback often feels crushing because we resist it. We fight reality, rail against fate, or blame others. The Stoics teach the opposite. Accept what is beyond your control and focus your energy on what is within your control. You cannot change the fact that a relationship ended, that a business venture failed, or that an illness struck. But you can change your attitude. You can control your thoughts, your choices, and your actions. Epictetus wrote, "Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens." When you stop resisting what is, you stop wasting energy on frustration, regret, and anger. That energy can then be invested in rebuilding, learning, and strengthening yourself. Try this. Write down the elements of your setback that you cannot control, then separate the ones you can influence. Focus entirely on the latter. This simple Stoic practice shifts your mind from victimhood to mastery. Reframing pain as opportunity. Pain and adversity are often seen as enemies, but the Stoics see them as teachers. Seneca, one of Rome's greatest philosophers, endured exile, political betrayal, and immense personal loss. Yet he wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." Every setback is a chance to build your inner strength. Every disappointment is an opportunity to practice patience, courage, and perseverance. Think of a time you faced a personal or professional failure. Perhaps you were humiliated in public or overlooked for an opportunity. The immediate reaction is shame or anger. But Stoicism teaches us to pause, reflect, and ask, what does this reveal about my mind, my habits, my resilience? How can I use this moment to grow? By reframing adversity, you begin to see setbacks not as punishment, but as raw material for character development. Your challenges are your teachers. Your pain is the forge where your resilience is tempered. Action through discipline. Stoicism emphasizes disciplined action. Once you accept reality and reframe your setback, you act, not out of desperation, but with deliberation. Suppose you failed an important exam. You could linger in self-pity, or you could create a disciplined study plan, learn from your mistakes, and approach the next attempt with renewed focus. The setback has become fuel for mastery. Marcus Aurelius spent hours every day reflecting on his duties, his values, and his responsibilities, even amid chaos. He understood that consistent, disciplined action turns hardship into progress. Setbacks test your discipline, but they also reveal it. By acting steadily, deliberately, and virtuously, you convert defeat into momentum. Every small step forward is a victory over circumstance. Practicing gratitude amidst adversity. It may feel counterintuitive, but Stoics encourage gratitude even in hardship. Why? Because gratitude focuses your mind on what remains, not what is lost. When a setback strips away comfort or security, reflect on what still exists: your health, your mind, your capacity to act, your relationships, your freedom to choose your response. Seneca wrote, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for the things which he has." Gratitude does not erase hardship, but it creates perspective. It reminds you that even in difficulty, there is opportunity. You are not powerless. You are still equipped to act virtuously, to grow, and to persevere. Try a daily exercise. Each night, write down 3 things you are grateful for, even in the midst of your setback. Watch how this simple practice shifts your mind from despair to resilience. Emotional mastery. Setbacks often trigger fear, shame, or anger. Stoicism teaches emotional mastery, not suppression, but conscious guidance of your feelings. When you encounter misfortune, notice your emotions. Do not identify with them. Do not act impulsively. Instead, ask, is this emotion serving me, Or is it clouding my judgment? By stepping back, you create space to respond with clarity. Fear becomes caution, anger becomes determination, and despair becomes motivation. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Mastery of your mind is the most powerful way to convert setbacks into strength. Your inner fortress cannot be shaken by circumstance. It is built by choice.